Hello guys, how are you doing? Jo Barnes here, and welcome to today's blog post. And I just wanted to I've written the article, but I wanted to record a really quick video as well, just to chat about what today's blog is about, which is about analysis paralysis, okay? And it's come about because of a telephone call or a Skype call that I had last night with a guy over in Pennsylvania near New York. I just love the immediacy of the internet and the fact that you can talk globally, but that's another subject. Anyway, he was basically telling me that he's been internet marketing now for a few years, but he really hasn't found a way to get off the starting block, if you will. He's researched lots of different things, but he's full of self-doubt, he's full of questions, he thinks everybody else out there can do it better than he does, and therefore he keeps kind of stopping before he gets started. And it made me think about my own journey and the fact that for the first 5 months of my business, I spent so long setting up my landing page, my autoresponders, recording all the videos for my free product, writing my ebook, and I was so meticulous about getting every element right before I actually released it to the general public, if you like. And then all of a sudden in August, I came across the power of Facebook, and I just started researching Facebook and then basically recording what I was learning. I went to a seminar a year or so ago now with Keith Cunningham, who's the inspiration behind Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. He's the rich dad, and he always said the fastest way to learn something is to teach it. So I decided to essentially record what I was learning, and hopefully give some value to other people. And it was so popular that over the last 6 weeks I have literally had 3 times the amount of opt-ins and sign-ups that I'd had in the first 5 months of my business. Now, you know, it's not all perfect. It's literally sort of videos I'm doing as I'm going along, but it's out there, it's published, you know, and I'm starting to build and grow a reputation. So basically what I said to this young man last night on the call is I said to him, let's sit down and actually figure out where there's a hungry niche, which we did. Let's look at something that you're really interested in doing, which we did, and I've given him till next Wednesday to come back to me with a video on something specific about that niche, yeah? And I plan to have that video out there by next Friday. So after all this time of being unsure, I want to get something published and out there for him within, you know, a week or so of us speaking. Because like Jeff Walker, who you may all know from the product launch formula, I interviewed him earlier this year, and I said to him, if you had a message for beginners, what would you say? And he said, just get started. May not be all shiny and new, may not be perfect, but just get started, yeah? Get published, get out there, yeah? Brian Tracy says, this article's full of quotes, isn't it? But they're also true. Brian Tracy says that you should spend 80% of your time in preparation and planning and 20% of your time in execution. He also says anything worth doing is worth doing badly. So when I look at that from my point of view, I think, well, I spend 80% of my time researching Facebook and I spend 20% of my time recording the videos. But when I started, I kind of just got stuff out there without too much of a plan in place. And it's only now that I've actually started smoothing the edges, setting up the landing page, making sure the autoresponders work, you know, all of that kind of stuff, and actually making sure the engine is working properly. So my point is, guys, don't let analysis paralysis hold you back. Just start. Just get something out there. It may not be absolutely perfect and it may not be all shiny and new, and there's always going to be people out there that can do it as good as you, better than you, whatever, but it doesn't matter, because you might just resonate with some people on a certain level. You might just catch a market that somebody else hasn't quite got, yeah? So the point is just to get out there. Just take some action and get out there and make something happen. And that's my little blog post today. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some of your results. All the very best, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers guys, bye bye.